Joining me on GCS Today is Ryan Magill. He is a sixth grade math teacher at Cramerton Middle School. Ryan, it's great to see you. Thank you for being with us.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
Now, Ryan, you are the current Gaston County New Teacher of the Year. So tell us, what does it mean to be the New Teacher of the Year?
Well, truly, it was an honor just to be nominated by my school. I thought that was a huge accomplishment. It made me feel like my peers really saw the work I was putting in. And then to make the finalists, the top five. And I thought that was it. I was fine with that. That was great. I was like, I put in that time, the effort. It really felt like it was rewarding. And then at the ceremony, when my name was called, it blew me away. It was a true honor. I was going up against some amazing candidates who I thought were well and above equals or above me because I've heard from them, I've seen some of their work, and they were amazing teachers, and they are amazing teachers. So once my name was called, my principal, Mr. Doran, pretty much had to push me out of my chair because I was just in a state of shock and disbelief. So it was a great honor, and it means everything to me. I am very proud to be a Gaston County New Teacher of the Year. The community is amazing. So to have that recognition is truly something that I take with pride and honor.
And of course, our New Teacher of the Year award is named in memory of Linda Rader, who was a trailblazer when it came to professional development for educators. So the award is the Linda Rader New Teacher of the Year. And of course, Ryan Magill is our winner for this school year. So tell us about Ryan Magill. What brought you to Cramerton Middle School? And did you always know that you wanted to be a teacher?
Well, a little bit about me. I came from Iowa. So my wife and I moved about 5 years ago, and we decided we kept coming to North Carolina and the Cramerton area, the Gaston County area, and we're like, let's just move. Let's go instead of vacation. Let's live there. So once we moved here, it has been amazing. So everybody in the community is fantastic. And then once I started trying to become a teacher, it was a process for me because I came from the financial field. I was in finance for about 10 years, and it wasn't something that I enjoyed. It was a job. It was a 9 to 5, doing spreadsheets and just constant rinse and repeat. And I come from a background of teachers. My grandfather was a teacher. My grandma was a teacher. I know my dad wanted to be a teacher, but it was always in my heart and in my head, like this was what I was meant to do. This is something that I'm passionate about. I want to help children. I want to develop them to be amazing leaders moving forward. So when I got the opportunity to actually become a teacher, it was a true eye-opening experience, and I absolutely love it. And when I got the call from Cramerton, it was a dream job for me. I've heard the reputation about the students, the community, the my peers. They all seemed and are welcoming and enjoyable. And just to know the academic standards that we hold at Cramerton Middle School, we strive to be the best. And I love that because it pushes each one of us to really push ourselves to our actual limits and our top goals. And we bring that and we do that with our teacher and with our students as well. We want to push them to be their best selves. So that's why it was an easy selection when Cramerton called me and gave me the go ahead. It was the green light, and I was super excited about that opportunity.
And we are so glad that you figured out that being a teacher is what you are supposed to do. So let's go inside of your classroom. What is it like to have Mr. Magill as a teacher? And what do you think your students think about you as a teacher?
That's a great question because my students, when they come in the classroom, they can see Mr. Magill dressed in a suit and tie. They can see me dressed up like a detective. It all depends on the day that they come into my classroom. I like to make it welcoming and warm. I don't want them to come in and just have the bright lights and the desks. I have alternative seating so they can be comfortable. They can learn the lesson from their computer and from the teacher. Um, what I think they think of me, I think they think I'm a goofball because I try everything to make it enjoyable, from yelling to having them repeat yelling a formula for area, or me just coming in dressed as a dinosaur to help really stratify and really make my lesson involving and let them enjoy being in math class, because being in math class is sometimes difficult. A lot of students see math class as just, oh, I've got to take math. And they do, but I want them to enjoy that process, to really grow. And so that's what I really enjoy, and what I think my students think when they come into my classroom as well.
You've got to make a classroom a place that is exciting for students. And you certainly have to do that in a math classroom because, like you said, there are some students that just dread having to take math. So it's good to hear that you bring some enthusiasm and a different approach to the math classroom.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you came into teaching, into the profession amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So that certainly was a challenge. What was that like? And what is it like now to have a normal year with your students?
To be honest, when I came in during the pandemic, it was scary. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to set up the classroom because of all the regulations we had to abide by. But once I got in the classroom and I started getting my students, it was amazing. It was nice for a new teacher to have such small classes so you can slowly integrate yourself and how you want to do your classroom management with the smaller groups of students. So it was nice to be able to have more one-on-one time with those students in class sizes of 12 to 14. So I was able to really get to know that first group of students. And then they really, really touched my heart by how involved and how much they wanted to be in the classroom. And they still wanted, of course, they didn't want to wear their masks. And that was always a battle, but it was a learning curve for everybody, including the students and myself. So it was really nice. Not, I would say nice, but scary as well at the same time, to be able to come in during that pandemic and really grasp how I wanted to do my style of teaching. And with right now, with it going back to pretty much normal, it's scary again because we have big class sizes and we have kids that are lacking a little bit because they lost some of that education when they were during the pandemic. So I'm going back and trying to develop new tactics and strategies to help them learn some basic multiplication. There's some of my students struggle with addition. So we try to work with them and to really try to show them that if you put the time and the effort in, we can get you caught back up, and we want you to be on your grade level, and to really push that on them and show that you are caring, that I really want them to do their best, is the most rewarding thing I can think of.
So let's talk about what you want for your students. When we get to the end of this school year, if we were to have a conversation, what would you talk about your students in what they have accomplished by the end of the school year?
Yes, like for my students, I want them to feel that they have grown both as a person and in academics. And I want them to feel confident both inside of school and outside of school. I want them to know that they are a individual that can really strive in any atmosphere. Really to see that their confidence to move on and be excited to move on to seventh grade because they are comfortable. They know what they learned during sixth grade, and they can apply it. They can apply it both in school and out of school. So I want them to be just strong, confident, growing individuals when they leave my classroom. And I really feel that we are on the right path this year as well.
And I think at the sixth grade level, with any subject, but with math, in your case, you have to build on those foundational skills, I guess you could say, that are taught in elementary school. But when a student reaches the sixth grade and prepares to go to seventh grade, you've got to be the one to make sure they are prepared for that next level of math.
Absolutely. And it helps them a lot to know that we went through everything. We didn't rush, we took our time, and that they will apply this moving forward.
Because when you get to middle school, algebra and geometry and trigonometry and all of those topics and subjects, those subjects are just around the corner.
Absolutely.
So what words of advice would you have for other teachers who are new or who are relatively new to the education profession? What would you say to them to provide them some encouragement and some advice?
With that, I would say take it step by step. I know that you want to jump in and get everything accomplished right away, but you have to be adjustable on the fly because no matter what you're doing, there's something that's going to interrupt or happen in classroom. You just need to be prepared to roll with it. You have to be adjustable. You have to be confident in yourself as well, because if you're not, they're going to get eaten alive by these students. It happens. So if you're confident in yourself and really push yourself to be the best you, that is what I would suggest to all teachers. And again, adjustability is what you need because, again, anything can happen in a classroom, from a kid getting sick in the classroom to a desk falling over, a kid falling over. You just got to roll with it. If something doesn't happen in your lesson plan that you thought you were going to hit a home run with and nobody gets it, you've got to be able to adjust. And so that would be my number one suggestion to all teachers, including definitely for new teachers.
I think you can, as a teacher, you can plan, and plan, but sometimes that plan just doesn't go exactly as planned. So you have to be flexible. You have to be able to roll with it and take those challenges as they come along.
Absolutely. That is 100% the truth.
Ryan Magill is a sixth grade math teacher at Cramerton Middle School. He is also the Gaston County New Teacher of the Year. Ryan, congratulations on this recognition, and we appreciate you taking time to be with us here today on GCS Today.
Thank you very much. It's an honor, and I will try to live up to the Gaston County New Teacher of the Year each year moving forward.